Hi, it's Bibiana and welcome back to my channel. On this channel I share my journey of faith, marriage and parenting with a young and growing family. And if you're new around here, I would love for you to subscribe. So today's video is going to be like a helpful tips video on 10 ways that you can work from home, like job ideas that you can do that are flexible, particularly helpful for busy moms like myself, and would be helpful for busy dads too. So before I start, I do want to say a big thank you to Starling Bank, who is sponsoring today's video. So I want to start by talking a bit about banking and money, because I think that is very important and leads quite well to the tips I'm going to share with you as well. So I switched up to Starling Bank earlier this year, and it was a big move for me and an important one because with everything that has been going on now, especially with COVID-19, it was important for me to bank with someone who really understood my needs, our family needs. We have 3 young children and we're expecting baby number 4 soon, and just creating a banking system that worked for us. I love the fact that there are no hidden fees, there's no hard sale, they have an amazing 24/7 customer service team, and some of their other core ethical values include fairness, inclusion and transparency. So on the app, which I find really helpful, so that's on my phone, it just makes me feel a lot more confident with how I'm managing my money. I can set up a personal account, which I have right here, and also a business account as well, which really just helps me manage, our personal finances with the business ventures that I'm doing, which I'm going to share with you some of them, which can be done from home. So many of you may know I do work outside the home in healthcare. I'm also working inside the home as well. So it's really important for me to be able to just separate my finances, understand them clearly, and also be able to set goals as well, which I can do with a really handy app, which enables me to set goals on specific areas, especially with the children, with our home, with our businesses, and just general budgeting, which we're very big on in this family. And they've won Best British Bank 2020. Just overall, I've really enjoyed my experience with this bank, and I encourage you to check them out too. I will leave a link down below where you can download the app and find out more information. Now let's get on to the tips. Now we'll start by saying these are not any kind of get rich quick scheme jobs I'm going to be giving out. They are going to be jobs that you can definitely do from home and do require some level of work and some skill set of yours and interest too. But they are jobs that you can do where you don't require any kind of formal education. Obviously, if you pursue some courses, you can become better and improve your income level, but it's definitely jobs that you can start right now and improve as you go along. And I definitely want to share jobs that I have personal experience doing, or the ones that I have close friends who have personal experience doing as well. The reason why I want to focus on mums, busy mums in this one, is because we know the struggles that we face with things like childcare and commuting and just that work-life family balance. So that's why I really hope these tips, you can take them on board and see that you don't have to lose hope in the current climate that we're in. There are other options. So a virtual assistant is a great job that you can do from home, and this is actually one I have personal experience with. When I had the twins, which were my first pregnancy, early on I was not even on social media, and I was actually a virtual assistant to someone who was involved in the social media world, which is probably what helped me gather a bit of interest and ideas towards it. But it's just an amazing flexible role. Imagine I was able to do it with 2 newborn children, and it worked well in the season I was in because it could really work around my schedule. Now, it's one of those jobs that you don't necessarily need to have extensive training on. I didn't have any training, but I became fully aware if it was something I wanted to pursue further, that if I just got, I'm not even talking like a university degree, just some simple courses that are available online on how to become a virtual assistant can really just help you up your skills and potentially up your income stream as well. So a virtual assistant can earn anywhere from, normal minimum wage all the way up to 40, 50 plus pounds per hour. I love the fact that it really is a varied role. You can be doing anything from maybe helping a small business with like their SEO or marketing, or it could be helping an individual with everything from party planning to holidays. And it really is great if you have a particular skill set as well that you can hone down on, and that will obviously help you in terms of your value as well to certain clients. Very often you will not meet with the person that you're working with in person. A lot of it's Skype calls and Zoom calls, and it's just a really great way for you to be able to earn something on the side, or you can pursue it as a career. So you could consider online content creation in terms of maybe starting a blog and a YouTube channel. Now, I know definitely this is the season now where you're probably thinking, oh no, too many people, it's oversaturated. But I assure you, there is space for everyone if you're able to have a niche and a skill set and something that you are passionate about, because you will find an audience for you. But this is definitely one that I would say requires a lot more effort and time maybe than some of the other tips I'm going to give, and definitely doesn't have that instant income stream initially, because a lot of it is based on level of influence as well. So this is one I probably have the most experience with, and I've now been doing YouTube, gosh, well over 3-4 years now, and a little bit of blogging here and there. I would say maybe the sky is the limit almost in terms of your income stream on this one, depending how much effort you're willing to put into it. So you can get payment through affiliate marketing, through brand sponsorship. Obviously in this video I had the amazing opportunity I'm very grateful for to work with a brand that I believe in, which is Starling Bank, and share that information with you. Definitely believe there's a lot of detailed advice online on how to get into this, but if you want me to make maybe a video of my experience, especially my experience might be a bit more unique, where I am doing this with my job outside the home, which I very much enjoy in healthcare, and this is probably more than a side hustle now for me. It's very much a job that I love. It's a great idea to get into, and it kind of gives you a little bit of an outlet as well, especially if you're busy with the kids all day and you just want something that is for you. And I definitely feel like my channel is something that I enjoy doing. It is for me. Yes, it very much involves my family as well, but it involves me sharing information that I'm very passionate about. Now, if you considered selling your handmade creations, I know so many talented mums out there who are just at home doing maybe some kind of craft activity, sewing clothes, creating something with their hands, which is absolutely amazing. I ask them, where did you get it from? They're like, oh, I made that, it's just a hobby. And I think they don't really realize the potential out there, that they generally are producing a product that is going to serve somebody out there. Like, a lot of times I'm just ask my friends, can I have it? I'll buy it off you, and they're really surprised because they didn't think, oh, this is something that could be a business, but it really can be. If you're a very creative person, there are sites out there which can help support you selling it, and you don't necessarily have to be an influencer. You just have to be able to produce a product that is something that's going to add value to people that they would like. So I've bought things from people, I don't know how many followers they have. They could have like 5 followers, but what the product is something that is important to me. It's a beautiful piece of art, a beautiful craft that I can use around my home, and I value their skills enough to invest and reimburse them for creating it. So becoming a freelance writer is a job that I don't have personal experience of, but I have good friends, mums, who are doing this right now and earning very, very well. And I would say this is one that again requires maybe a certain skill set. You don't need to have a degree in journalism, but you do need to have a certain writing style, a good writing style where it's chatty, conversational. And I don't know how to describe it. When I see these people's writing, I then realize, no, that is something you are skilled at, that is a valuable skill, and I'm not surprised it's one that you're able to earn an income from. And there are jobs out there, clients out there who are looking for freelance writers to help them write up anything for their blog or any other kind of business endeavor. I think as well, it's very flexible, and it's definitely one that I believe can provide a great deal of job satisfaction. There's many of you out there now, moms out there, who just think, oh, I'm just journaling, writing any old story, or some people I read who write amazing Instagram captions, and I think you're actually a very good writer. So definitely take it if someone tells you you're a good writer, look into it. Becoming a transcriber is a great one that you can do from home. Again, this one is very flexible, and it can be anything as simple as just transcribing an audio recording. And what I mean by that is taking it from an audio form to a written form. So why some people might need this is in terms of transcribing things like podcasts into written forms, maybe some medical notes, legal court hearings, documents, and any kind of audio recording that is sent across which people just want a written form for records, because it's important to have both nowadays. Becoming a bookkeeper, I really like this one because it's one of those ones that's underestimated, because people don't realize it's definitely one that anyone, almost anyone, can do from home. And by that I mean in terms of the formal training, you're probably thinking like an accountant. I would recommend, if it's accountancy, that someone who's gone to accounting school has a decent level of qualifications. But with bookkeeping, a lot of it is something that many of us do by ourselves. I've definitely done it a lot with my own business, but it's a bit of a headache, to be honest, and it's something I found quite useful to delegate to somebody else to do. And I've used everything from a professional bookkeeper to someone who's not even professional per se with qualifications, because then I realized I already have my accountant for that. But sometimes it's just helping a client to be able to just arrange, as the word says, bookkeeping, and just hold on to receipts and put everything in tables so it's ready to present to the accountant. So that's definitely one that you can help with if you're someone who's pretty good with numbers, good attention to detail, and you enjoy that kind of thing. Obviously, you can do certain qualifications to up your skills, but I guarantee you, especially now, the rise of entrepreneurship, the rise of people being self-employed and working from home, it is in very high demand right now. Now, imagine getting paid to speak English. Yes, there are jobs available for online English tutors. You just need to be someone obviously who has quite a good command of English, because this is going to benefit students usually from around the world, because a lot of people are trying to learn English right now. So I will link below some great resources of sites which can link you with potential students based on your skill set. So another idea is selling your knowledge or your skill. Now, I did mention the idea of selling a physical product that you've created, but I think sometimes people think a physical product is more valuable than the skill set or the knowledge that they have. And the thing is, no, they're just as equally as valuable if you're able to add value to someone. So this is actually one that I've seen a lot of my mum friends become very successful at, and even I would say probably more successful now doing it from home than they were doing it outside the home, because the climate that we've been put in now has meant that a lot of people are seeking ways to do things for themselves because they're not able to go out to those service providers. So some of my friends who are into hair, interior design, even just style and just certain skill sets and very knowledgeable in certain areas, are able to provide affordable courses which will provide some income from them. And if you think about the way it works, it's just the frequency and the number of people who need these courses. You don't really need to have a very expensive course, but you just need to have a high need. And I believe right now there is a high need for many things, like even beauty treatment, which traditionally one might think you have to go outside somewhere to do it, and because we can't, and we all don't want to be living with quarantine hair, quarantine nails, quarantine makeup, just thinking about the fact that you are able, if you have a skill in that area, to sell a masterclass, which is obviously a well-known kind of course already, an online course in a certain field that you can add value to people. And I believe there's many people who will invest in it. I've definitely invested in some of those courses that has enabled me to get out of some of my quarantine struggles right now. So definitely think about that, and don't have any of that, you know, mummy imposter syndrome, or just thinking, oh, will anyone want to invest in it? If you're good at it and you have a very sound knowledge in that area and you're passionate about it, I believe that will come through and people will be willing to invest in you and support you as well. Becoming a proofreader is definitely one of the best work from home jobs. If you have a good command of English, you enjoy grammar, and you're very good at spotting those spelling mistakes. Again, this is one I would say I've had more friends who have had experience with, and I have definitely used proofreaders. Maybe not so much professional ones. I believe my husband probably tells me that he needs to get paid to be a proofreader. The amount of times I send him stuff to spell check and grammar check for me, it's very much in demand, especially jobs that involve proofreading books, proofreading blog posts, or you can be involved in more specialist field like proofreading court transcripts. You don't have to be an English teacher, but just having that level of skill and knowledge and eagle eye is definitely a skill that is in high demand. And proofreading is one of those jobs that you can do part-time as a side hustle, but it has so much potential to turn into a career as well. Okay, so the last one I'm going to mention is becoming a mystery shopper. I'm excited to share this one because it's one I actually have personal experience of doing and friends who've experienced it as well, but it's also one whenever I've mentioned it, people are like, what, really, that's a job? And it really is. I would say probably more of a side hustle, in my experience anyway, than being a full-blown career, but it's definitely something which provides a lot of flexibility. Now, in the current climate that we're in, obviously there might be less availability because it involves going to shops, traveling as well, or wherever you're sent to, could be a restaurant. But obviously some of those things are open right now, so you could find potential jobs in those areas. Realistically, this one is a little bit different from the other ones I mentioned because it does involve leaving your home, going to like a brick and mortar building. It's one that you would probably have to do when you have certain childcare arrangements. It's definitely one that can be flexible around your childcare arrangements, and then it still involves a work from home element as well, where you can be asked to do anything from maybe writing a review about your experience or just even a simple tick box and get paid for it as well. So you might be asked questions about how was the welcome when you came in, how was the service from the waiter, how was the food, how was the hospitality team, and you were asked to give feedback in that area. And it's just a really great way to enjoy an experience and get paid for it as well. So that is it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful, and I will leave some links down below so you can get further resources on how to really go into any of these different jobs that can be done from home. I tried to make them as varied as possible so it would really suit every single mum, every single person out there. You can find something that hopefully works for you. I want to share things that I've experienced and things that I know other people are doing who are doing it very successfully right now. And this mum who is very busy too, with 6-year-old twins, a 3-year-old and another one on the way. A lot of these are things that I'm currently pursuing and looking into further, because it's just a great way as a mum to be able to help out at home, still be at home with my children, which I love, and be able to provide an income as well for our family. So I encourage you to look into it. There are opportunities out there, don't be disheartened, and I will try and create more helpful videos like this. Again, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!